Page 38, on time. Now we're in the key of F major, 1 flat. Ta-da! They're introducing you to a bass pattern. Now you can add this to your library of patterns to use when you improvise and you want to do something in the bass. This is something you can do. Look at the first measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. A lot of times you just repeat that over and over. When you get tired of it and you're ready to throw up, you can go do something else. It's up to you. But look out on the second line, first measure. Look at that. We changed notes. It's the same pattern, but now we're here. And you can do that for a while if you want. When you're improvising your own stuff, right? They don't do it here in this piece. They only do it once. But I'm saying add this to your library of stuff to use. The right hand, it's just doing its thing. It's got chords and melodies and things going on, and this is the kind of thing that's wonderful to improvise to, because you can improvise and make up your own stuff. While your bass line is going here, you can do whatever you want in the right hand that goes along with it. Just have fun with it. Take a look at the last line. There's some words right above the last line, a little indication. They say repeat it 3 times. I think we're going to repeat it twice. You play it 3 times, you repeat it twice. I think that's really what they mean. You have to play it first before you can repeat. You get the, I used to program computers, and this is logic we have to really be very careful about. The first time we're going to change the dynamics, and that's entirely up to you. Change them however, because at the first of this all they say is MF. They don't give any other dynamics. Well, okay, if you want to play it all at that level, that's fine, but you don't have to. You can change the dynamics some if you want. And they're telling you down here, do it. Either get it softer or louder or both or whatever. I mean, you can start one and end on another, or, you know, whatever. Just don't play it all MF, is what they're saying. And the second time, they say improvise using 8VA, which means the right hand, go ahead and take it up an octave. So instead of here, go up here. Here. Then the third time they say change the dynamics and 8VA. And they're telling you you can do jazz or rock. Well, okay, it's fine, you do jazz or rock. But I want to also let you know that if it is if you happen to be doing a boogie woogie, do it in a rock style. But if you want to do it in the jazz style and swing the 8th notes, that's fine. Most of the time when I hear this rhythm, they play it more in a boogie woogie or a rock style where they're even. But it's up to you what you do as far as the rhythm goes. I think for this video, I'm going to go ahead and do them even. For me, I'm just more comfortable. When I see the word boogie, I just want to do it in a boogie woogie, and I tend to do them even in that case. Now you can have some boogie woogies where they swing the 8th notes. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it has to be that way, but most of the time on the boogie woogies I've played, they've been even, most of them. So let's do this together, and we're going to do it just like what they said. We're going to play the first 3 lines, and then on the last line we're going to play it 3 times. The first time we're going to alter the dynamics. The second time we're going to change the octave we're playing in. And the third time we're going to do both, alter the dynamics and change the octave we're playing in. And then there's a D C al fine, so we go back up to the top and we play the first 2 lines and most of the 3rd line, because the fine is toward the end of the 3rd line. You see it there. So I'll give us 4 counts, and let's play this together on time just to check notes and rhythms, because all they tell you about tempo is with a steady beat. They don't tell you how fast to go. So you'll have to pick how fast you want to play this if you're going to actually play it. So let's just be right on the money as far as playing this. Be as exact as you can be. Play it 1 hand at a time if you have to, until you're pretty sure you're exact on time. There's a couple little tricky things in here I'd like to point out just briefly. In the right hand, you're starting out 1, 2, 4, not 1, 3, 5, 1, 2, 4, and most of the chords in here, when you get this chord, they're fingered 1, 2, 4, not all. Because if you look at the third line down, third measure, that's fingered 1, 3, 5. Because you got rests after that. You got time to do whatever you got to do. Now, the accidentals, take a look at the second line. At the beginning, it's an A flat in that chord. And in the next measure is still an A flat. And then an A natural. Then in the third line down, you're just coming sort of down the scale. 3, 2, and then a 1. So hopefully it's not a problem. Right hand is 1, 2, 4, not 1, 3, 5, because you're going to have, in the next measure, you got to play a B flat D. So there, 1, 2, 4, and then left, right, left hand 2. Okay. 1, 2, and ready, and go, and. Play this soft. Not gonna do this loud. Do this soft. Now both go up an octave. Soft. Long.